How does my character not mantle? You hit the gym! I'm fine! Everything's fine! Shoot. Crank. What's up? Yeah, of course. Freaking cook him. Okay, so I know I'm a little bit late to this little party here, but it's always time to get down and have some fun, especially when you can out damage your fire team with a barricade. So here's what's going on, right? We know that the turncoat overwhelming power buff when it's up is going to buff the damage of your hazardous propulsion little kinetic rockets that it fires whenever you cast your barricade, right? So here's the thing. There's a little slight thing that you want to know, that whenever you see right here that the bar is charged, okay? This is going to be the time to swap, shoot other weapons, shoot your rocket launcher, because whenever overwhelming power is up, whenever you swap off the weapon, you lose it. And that's your window to be beginning and using your barricades. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little clip here, a quick little demonstration, if you will. I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean here. So let me just go ahead and get some orbs here for my surges, and we're going to rock and roll. Okay, so here, let's do it. We're going to go bink, bink, bink like this. Unleash power. Boom. Cast it. Let it rip, right? This is our window that we're just ripping our hand cannon because we want to gen another barricade while this buff is still up. Okay? Like this. Bang. 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 And now we switch back. We're going to get the latent power rocking. As you can see here. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Bang. Keep firing. Keep letting that bad boy rip. Keep letting that bad boy rip. Should get another one in time. Yes, we do. Make sure you have the weapon out while you shoot the while you cast it, by the way, because you need that buff to proc it in order to actually get its damage. And if it's done properly like this, you're not going to have to even reload your hand cannon either, which is very, very important. And we're just using this time to rip. Use this time to rip. Rip, 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 bang. It's going to hit him. We can swap. We can shoot our rocket there. We just keep going. Bang. Cast. Tag them. Give them a little debuff. Keep going. Just keep ripping it. You get enough time. Bang. Swatch to your rocket. And you're just able to keep going like this. When the latent power is up, that's when you shoot. When it's like up, but not casted into unleash power. That's when you want to shoot your rockets. But this is literally just the loop. This is exactly all you need to do. And this window when overwhelming power is up, it's just barricade time and hand cannon, okay? When it's like this, whenever they hit, that's when you can swap over like that. Now, something that is worth noting, there's going to be situations where you have overwhelming power up, but it's kind of at the end. And even if you cast the barricade while it's up, if overwhelming power falls off and the time it takes for the rockets to actually travel and hit the target, then they will not get the absurdly high damage buff. Very important to note. But as you just saw, you can still crank out some relatively respectable damage just with your barricade and your hand cannon, so long as you are noticing when to actually swap to your rocket and just focusing on using the hand cannon and the barricade. There's two separate times, okay? When you're building up in latent power to go to overwhelming power, this is the time in which you could fire your rocket launcher, okay? For me personally, I'm just using a Heathen because a Heathen's just very solid. I don't know why I have honing on. Whatever, who cares? Who cares? Hey, just use a rocket with a good damage per con, okay? This one has time loss magazine. So even in that exact little rough demo, that wasn't even the best raw example of when to show the rockets, because I could actually fire two, and you just want to dump the rocket, get rid of the ammo as fast as you can. But since we're balancing overwhelming power and latent power, you can't just swap willy-nilly. just because when overwhelming power's up, bro, if you build up this charge, okay, and you do something like this, okay, cool, boom, I got it ready, and then you go, see, it falls off. You don't want it to fall off. But when it's like this, even though it's in latent power and you're just essentially building it up, like it's ready, it's not procced, so I can swap as freely as I want, you're chilling. But if you go like this, you say, bang, cast this, and then swap, it falls off. Another thing you don't want to do is this. Hold on, I'm going to build it up again. See, you really only want to build it up when you have to, not more than you need to. I swear, if you do something like this, bro, you go bang, bang, and then you swap to your rocket. Oh, dude, where'd the damage go? Yeah, because you swapped off the weapon that's giving it the 200% buff. Very important that you don't do that, okay? There will be also sometimes where the buff just falls off when you cast the barricade and the rockets hit their target. It happens. Okay, I'm just trying to show like example of what to do and how to balance it. Now, for my artifact, a subclass. Oh, that boy K retired. We have Stormskeep, Knockout. I like to run Mechs loadout. For the Mechs loadout, dude, I just like to put on Skullfort, because with Skullfort, you just use your Thunderclap, Knockout, boom, heal, boom, heal, boom, heal, boom, heal, boom, heal, full refund, boom, heal, boom, heal. Very, very good for the neutral game in the time it takes you to get to damage, okay? And once again, since you can build up the latent power and just hold on that charge, there's no real punishment for you just rocking with this on your mechanics loadout as well. You just punch, build this up, and then have it like ready to go, but don't actually obviously charge it or cast the perk, and you'll be good. Like this, bro, you just run around, punch. Obviously, I'm not even on Skullfort, but you get like what I'm saying here, okay? You're free to swap off of it, use other weapons, do whatever you want. But as soon as you cast like this is essentially Barricade and hand cannon time. This is literally just Barricade and hand cannon time, okay? As long as we are both on the same page on this, you and I both will be eating good. Now watch. Now you see how I casted the Barricade with overwhelming power on, but because I'm a little bit further away, it took the rockets a bit more time to actually hit Carl. They didn't get the absurd damage buff from the hand cannon because the overwhelming power buff fell off. Something to note when you're doing this sort of damage style and playing around with this build. We obviously want to use a rocket launcher just because hazardous repulsion itself is going to increase the damage with our rocket launcher, okay? And then for the artifact, my friends, we do have access to things like flashover and limit break. We'll always have amplified up literally all the time because we're going to be getting maximum bolt charge and just using our bolt charge stacks all over the place all the time. And the same artifact, we also have things like Maligned Harvest and Volatile Marksman, which will help our turncoat and neutral game scenarios. And then we have Unraveling Orbs and Horde Shuttle. Unraveling Orbs is just going to be nice for you to put Unraveling on the boss with a strand weapon. That's like the first thing you do before you do anything in your damage, right? You just shoot your strand weapon once, but Unravel is going to be permanently on the target, which is very, very good. Very, very nice. Now for the mods on our armor, I have High Super Font. We have a Void Loader. I would say the most ideal way to play this is you just have on a Void Dex, because realistically, you're never going to actually have to reload the hand cannon, right? Because in this setting, you can build up to an overwhelming power charge in one mag. And then when you have it casted like this, you'll see that this form, it just constantly refunds its own self, so it's just basically infinite. So with this knowledge, why would I need a Void Loader? Obviously, that is in a perfect world. Sometimes you're just not going to be in a perfect world. But as you can see, we're not having to actually reload the hand cannon itself whatsoever, which is very important to know. So you can make a slight optimal adjustment on your armor mods with knowing that information and running through the playstyle. So that's why you really realistically just want to have dexterity mods. I do have a bolstering detonation here. We get class ability energy when we cause damage with our grenade. And since our grenade is a pulse grenade, that'll be relatively, respectably on there for a decent amount of time. Even with my garbage grenade stat, it's still helping out a lot We also have things like Spark of Resistance. Spark of Shock is going to jolt the target, right? Arc Grenade is going to jolt them. We also have ways to create Ionic Traces. Ionic Traces on Arc are very, very good to help just get your abilities back as fast as possible. And then I have Knockout. I know there's a world where you could run Storm's Keep and Touch of Thunder if you really want to. I'll be honest, I'm not that good on Arc Titan, so I just run Knockout because it's like just super easy neutral game to just keep me alive. But there is a world where you could go Touch of Thunder, Storm's Keep for just the highest maximum damage output, right? But over here, we still just want to have the Dex mods if you can. Bolstering Detonation and a Bomber actually are not too bad of synergy here. And then Surges for your rocket. Overall, as long as you know for a fact that whenever Overwhelming Power is up, it's Barricade Hand Cannon time. And then when you're building up a charge like this is the time to shoot your rocket. That is all you really need to keep in mind when playing around with this setup to get the most out of it. This is Barricade Hand Cannon time. In this window, don't do anything else but fire your hand cannon and cast your barricade. Don't do anything else. And in like actual like live settings, you can actually gen it quicker. See, it was a little bit slow on casting to get in there, so it fell off, right? It's very, very finicky. But when it's in latent power and you're building up a new charge, that's your time to shoot a rocket. Regardless, pretty fun setup overall. The fact that you can do so much damage with just your barricade. And yeah, Titans are eating good, Warlocks eating good. We're all eating good in this update. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. And go cook some bosses with your barricade and your new exotic hand cannon, my friend.